Vegas, Nevada. It's week 4 of the NFL on EA Sports. Raiders taking on the Buffalo Bills.
NFL football has come to Southern Nevada as we are in the menacing new Allegiant Stadium here in Las Vegas. The atmosphere here electric. No matter the venue, the home folks love their... Fall is in the air, and the NFL season is in full swing, and we're underway here in Week 4. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. So here come the Bills on offense for the first time. And a glance here at their quarterback standing 6'3".
And it's funny how we always talk about how analytics are starting to creep into the game. One analytic that's been there for a long time, teams that start 0-3 usually don't make the playoffs. So we know one quarterback today that's determined to end that slide right now. It's not impossible, but this is a must-win for him and his team.
Past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Now a handoff looking right. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
Number 32.
An early task, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2.
30-yard line. A 3-yard gain on the play. Brings up 3rd.
He'll drop to throw. He's got his man on the crossing route.
The pass. Complete to number 80.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end.
The pass.
7 yards, the pickup there. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and you can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
First down.
Pretty solid start for the rookie here on this first drive, Charles.
Able to have some confidence, stepping back into the pocket, move around a little bit, find open receivers, and deliver. That just means his confidence is going to continue to grow because he's getting more and more comfortable with each completed pass.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
The pass.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
A gain of 7.
I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, just keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
The running back.
And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
So much for the run on 3rd and 1. Instead, it's a big chunk in the pass game. First down. Big completion there on 3rd and short. Keeps their opening drive alive.
Not only alive, but plenty of possibilities now. First and goal, and you know me, I'm a big advocate. If you're going to throw the ball, throw it early in the down and distance count.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. First and goal. They'll set up a throw. This is caught. And the Bills are looking at first and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
A gain of 5.
These are his numbers from last week's contest. 3 catches, 53 yards.
And you can tell early, they're going to look his way quite a bit, and he made himself available on that one.
And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Bills take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. You'd have to imagine for a team that's lost 3 straight games, scoring first in this first quarter has to feel pretty good.
It has to feel great for them, and also it's a nice signal to the rest of the team, because we talk about complimentary football all the time. So they've now signaled to the defense, now signaled to the kicking game, hey, we're here to play in this one. We're going to do our part. Let's see if you guys will do the exact same, and we can break this losing streak.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So now it's the Raiders' turn to go on offense for the first time. And we get a glance here at their leader, the man who will be calling the plays under center.
And what a performance in his last game. A couple of touchdown passes. That was positive.
But more than 2 interceptions.
Yeah, that's not what he's looking for. What did Vince Lombardi say, though? Winning isn't everything.
It's the only thing.
And that's what he hangs his hat on after last week's game.
They're going to get about 3 here out of this first down run, and that'll bring up 2nd and 7. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield.
Las Vegas.
Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll take it across midfield and into Buffalo territory. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up
a play-action fake. They'll look to throw. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. Rookie quarterback, rookie running back. They team up there to pick up the first. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get 4 here down to the 35-yard line. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
He's tackled at the 32-yard line. It's a gain of 4. Makes it 3rd and 2.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. If you make the stop there, maybe you hold him to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here, because they've got to change up what they have been doing. It hasn't been working.
And he's got about 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 25. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back.
The pass.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Bills 7, Raiders nothing.
First and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
At the 5-yard line. It's a gain of a yard. Brings up
2nd and 5. And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Raiders, they're within an extra point of tying this thing up. Walking into the stadium, we saw a ton of people donning the jerseys of this rookie quarterback, so you know they love that opening drive, and he throws a touchdown pass.
You get a little bit of confirmation about what they had hoped, right? Because they thought they had a quarterback. They're thinking they have a quarterback. You do this, they believe they've got a quarterback. Look up, elbowing each other up in the stands. That's our guy.
It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. So that drive, 12 plays in length, and it winds up in 6 points for the Raiders. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Taking it about the 1. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
So here come the Bills out for their second drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
And down he goes. Brought down a Raiders sack. It's Khalil Mack that time, shooting in there to get him to the ground.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game, watching this offensive line, because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit, right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
Following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. They'll set up to throw. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds.
A 3-yard pickup, and it's 3rd down.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Pressure comes, and down he goes. And they weren't in zone coverage, they were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
The Bills send the punter out. Back deep for the Raiders, Jalen Richard. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And great special teams work here. This is knocking on the door of the 5. They'll spot it at the 6-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And that last touchdown drive they had very balanced. How key is that balance?
It's huge because most of the time when we talk about balance is run, pass, almost 50-50. But most of the times when you talk to offensive coaches, they say balance is we do what we want when we want to. And that means that they're ahead of the defense, keeping them on their heels.
Yeah, they imposed their will on that last drive. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up.
An awful lot of congestion in the middle third of the field, but how about our defensive tackle right there? He didn't just hold the line. He provided some push and smacked the ball carrier down for a loss.
They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. They'll look to throw. That is going to be a safety. So the screen pass goes backwards. That play seemed to have a potential disaster written all over it from the start.
I mean, wasn't that a tough spot on the field to make that call? You're inviting defensive linemen and linebackers to get pressure. So if one of them sniffs this out, you're definitely in danger. And this time, it costs them 2 points.
Now the free kick comes after the safety from the 20 as they bring the punter on to try and get some hang time here. Taking it about the 16. So here are the Bills to take over. They are trying to snap that 3-game losing streak on top so far with the football here, 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Looking to throw. And the Raiders have got him.
A loss of 6 yards. And
Well, there was 2nd long. Now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving them exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
On 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 16. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just talking about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
Call that one an even 60 yards, 6-0. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10. The Vegas offense ready for their next possession. And last time they surrendered the safety, we know they don't want to do that again.
That is just one of those oddities in scoring that we get, and it's just so strange to see that go up on the board, and then you got to make sure that that doesn't happen to your team again. They've got to take care of the ball.
But, boy, it juices up the defense.
Oh, without a doubt. That's a great way to score some points.
He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. A gain of 6 there on 1st. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 35.
Now they try the right side here. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
Brought down at the 35-yard line. A gain of a yard brings up 3rd and 5.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Looking for his running back, and he's got him.
The pass.
That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
No surprise they decided to throw on 3rd down. A little bit of a surprise that they completed the pass and lost yardage on the play.
Las Vegas sending out their punter now as he's on to kick it away. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. There he is, the man taking the snaps under center, heading out for the next possession. And maybe he's starting to wave the white flag a little bit. He's playing pretty well, but the pressure, it's got to him.
Has to find a way to step around it, step through it, or just handle it. Because, as you mentioned, he's having a pretty good day overall. Just the hits keep coming and taking those sacks. That's not the way that they want to finish a ball game with a quarterback on the ground so much.
He'd like to stay upright. When he's been upright, he's been pretty good. Just his 2nd incompletion so far. He's 8 for 10. I think he'll take 80%.
There's no doubt that he will, but if you're the defensive play caller, you better circle what you just dialed up on your play sheet and come back to it because you just caused an incompletion. You need a few more of those.
Oh, a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 16 yards, a 1st down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. Looking for an opening, not much there. He'll get it to the 39. A gain of 3, 2nd down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line.
10-yard loss on the play.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
Now, a few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. And the Raiders call on a nickel set for 3rd down. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He rifles one, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. Charles, I'm looking at you, and understandably, your mouth is wide open in disbelief. What were they thinking?
That's going to be one of the great mysteries, but I do know this. When they went out on offense, I will guarantee they told them, don't just make anticipatory throws. Make sure you see it before you throw it. Didn't happen here.
Trying to protect that lead, and now they gave it up. Now the try here for the extra point. Up to 5.
It is good.
A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
24-yard line.
Here comes the field general leading his offense back out there for the next possession. He's had a solid start to this game, but bottom line is they're losing, so he doesn't care about his stats. He just wants to right the ship on the scoreboard.
He wants to actually increase his stats because he feels like if he does, that means things will get better for his team, maybe get him back into the ballgame or into the lead. In these situations, I remember playing with a quarterback once where he actually ran out onto the field first ahead of everyone else just to say, guys, let's go. Try and create that energy, create that spark.
And so far he has 1 touchdown, 1 interception. He'll be looking for that second touchdown now. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. And they'll throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 12 yards there and a first down. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
Out of bounds, the offense retains possession.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Bills have retaken the lead. Solid response that time by a young quarterback. Last drive, interception. This drive, the touchdown pass.
I like how you described it, solid, because you don't get extra kudos for bouncing back if you're going to be a big-time quarterback. You're supposed to do that. But at the same time, when you're a rookie, that's not guaranteed, is it? Sometimes they hang their heads and they go in the tank a little bit. Not in this case. Bounced back, took his team downfield, and threw a touchdown pass.
And the lead is now 2. A drive that time of 6 plays. And it ends in a Buffalo touchdown.
14.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Well, the white flag coming out as they line up to kneel on it. So we have reached halftime here in a tight 2-point contest. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you guys in a bit. But first, time for a trip around the league on this final weekend of September. We'll begin up at Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte, where you see the final score there. 24-6 was the final score.
All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime. The Raiders are going to have it first, and they trail here as we get back to it in this third quarter of action. And takes this near the 25, just a little pass there, call it the 26.
At their own 26-yard line.
Out comes the Raiders offense. They'll go on offense first to start quarter number 3. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up second.
He'll look to throw. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that'll make it third down.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up third and 2.
They'll drop the throw. Got his connection complete to Ruggs. And he is going to have the Raiders first down, and he's going to have it by plenty. Able to get 8 yards there on third and 2.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Three tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and...
And he'll give it here to his running back.
Another carry for the running back.
Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Out of the gun now on third down. And it's the right side here, complete. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. A Raider first down, 17 yards.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds it for the first down.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 36. Now a quick slant as the throw's complete. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half.
20-yard line.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Going to give this time to the tailback. Going to give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
Taken down.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
He's going to find his running back. It's complete.
The pass.
Always important as a defender on third down to keep the play in front of you and make sure you don't give up enough space that they can make a move on you in the open field. Try as he might, he wasn't able to get to the first down marker. Excellent defense, good tackle.
Makes the score Raiders 17, Bills 16.
Well, they don't get a touchdown here on the opening drive of the third quarter, but I think maybe you still say mission accomplished as they come away with the lead.
No, absolutely. You keep the pressure on, right? You go downfield, get some points up on the board, and hope that you motivated your defense to take the field and hold that lead.
At their own 24-yard line.
So here's the Bills offense now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. A big gainer there on the catch and run, 37 yards.
So when's the best time to take the big shots downfield? When you think a defense least expects it, and I think the first play of the third quarter qualifies. They came right out firing. That's how you send a message to start the second half of a game.
So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
Incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And a good job by the Raider defense yet again as they drop him for a second straight loss. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
I think this running game, or should I say lack of one, is making this defense look better than what they really are.
The Raiders call on a nickel set here for 3rd down. Gun. They'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49.
10-yard loss on the play.
And I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
The Bills send the punter out as he's on here to punt it away. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking, because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield.
The 13-yard line.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. They're going to look to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. 8 yards on the screen there, not enough. And it'll be 4th down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Here's the Raiders punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Buffalo set to get the football back here. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 11 yards and a Buffalo first down. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Now a handoff looking right. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I know they'd love to take some heat off of that young quarterback, but so far, not much in the running game, and this won't help things either. A loss on that play.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And down he goes. Brought down a Raiders sack.
7 yards. It's 3rd down.
That is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. 1st and 2nd down were a disaster. Both went backwards. Now it's 3rd and 18. They need something big. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he'll take this to the 47, but no further, as they get him down well short of the line to gain.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
The Bills send the punter out. He's been terrific so far. He gets us away. It's a good one. Drawing toward the sidelines. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. The Vegas offense ready for their next possession. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
He was brought down at the 28-yard line. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now, to stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go. He'll look to throw. And he's got the hook up to Ruggs. And he is going to have the Raiders first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark, because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here. Down late, tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on 1st down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a 2nd and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. The throw on the quick slant going to be complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 36. The throw over the middle taken in. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll be close to a 1st down as the tackle made at the Bills' 25. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. Now a handoff here to his running back.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long.
He's out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. He'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
Tackle
the Raiders on 3rd down. 5 out of 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. This will be caught at about the 5. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the 1st.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the 1st down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And his kick is good. And they add on and get a little bit of a cushion. It's 20-16 now.
Bills 16.
So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
9-yard line.
The Bills ready to take over. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now.
And the Raiders have got him. Khalil Mack able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in 1 game.
Yeah, and that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Khalil Mack able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
So, Brandon, we've sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. They'll set up a throw. Airing it out deep for Woods. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. Floats through, now a crease. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line. 3rd and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him, and what I mean by that is what you said, 3rd and long. Got to push it downfield to try and pick up the 1st down. Defensive backs live for this situation, and they took advantage of the young man right there.
The Raider offense now making their way toward the huddle. Another important 4th quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll try to run this one in. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite. But the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
And the lead will grow by 1 more. Well, they got the ball in great field position. 1 play later, boom, end zone.
Bills 16.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Now this will make it into the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25.
Now we get a peek at the captain of this offense heading back out there. With his guys trailing here in the 4th, he can ill afford a repeat of the interception that ended the last drive.
Yeah, you're 2 scores down. You take it upon yourself now to play perfect or near perfect football if you want to get your team back into the game. But it's also tough to do when you're trying to avoid errors, yet still play perfect football.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long.
In today's NFL, we're accustomed to the tight end getting downfield and creating plays and wreaking a little havoc in the secondary. Not on this one, though. They diagnosed that one really well.
Tried the dump off, lost yardage. Now a man open down the middle of the field. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he is finally out of bounds, but he gets all the way down right around the 20. It's a big play for the Bills on 3rd down. 49 yards.
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just help receivers find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. He was unable to shake free there. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked off by Khalil Mack. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line.
second down pass.
Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And a great move on the play as he takes this one past the 25. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. And he'll give it here to his running back. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Well, Las Vegas sending out their punter now as he'll come on to kick this one away. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. So the Bills now down by 11, 1:08 to go. A 4th straight defeat looming on the horizon, barring a comeback here as they've got it with a first down. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now a dump off here complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
3rd down. And
they'll look to throw again. He's going to let it fly. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. And you definitely could make the case we might not even be in overtime had he not thrown 3 interceptions in regulation. But looking better here so far in OT.
Yeah, and when you think about what a coach is thinking at that point, because normally you've thrown 3 picks during the game, you might craft your play calling to be a little more careful. Not in this case. The green light is still on for him.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaughan. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. Celebration time tonight on the Strip as we say so long from Las Vegas.